A lot of people were excited to learn this year's tax deadline was extended, but in today's conversation with money coach Lisa Chastain, she says that's not necessarily a good thing for everyone.
Lisa, tax season is upon us, and for procrastinators everywhere, there's immediately some good news.
There is some good news, Kendall, and I wasn't aware of this until recently also, so if you're not aware of this, it's okay. But what you want to know is that the tax filing deadline for 2020 has been extended, not to July like it was last year, but to May 17th. So that's great news for those of you who have waited until the last minute. You have a little bit more time, but now it's time to get your ducks in a row and get heading toward filing, which is May 17th deadline.
A lot of people are happy because they get a refund. So when tax season rolls around, they don't procrastinate because they're going to get a check. But that's not always a great thing, right?
It's not always a great thing. I have a lot of clients who celebrate when they get their refund, and some of my clients this year got pretty sizable refunds. But here's what you want to know. A refund, if you get a big refund, it usually means that you've lent the government money with interest, without interest. So they're holding on to your money because you've overpaid and you're getting a refund for the money that you were paying forward basically for the year. So pay attention to that. And we know 2020 is done. You can't change that situation now, but for 2021, work with your tax planner now or right after you filed for 2020 to make sure that you're not overpaying in taxes. You really don't want to owe a lot, but you don't want to get a big refund either.
So you want to hit right at that zero if possible.
Yes.
Speaking of planning for 2021, it's important to know all the rules, and some of them are changing.
There have been some big changes, in particular with the child tax credits. Now, I want you to know the difference between a refund and a credit. A refund, like I said, typically means that you've overpaid, but there are some credits that could come back to you and it feels like you're getting a refund, and the child tax credit is one of those. So for example, last year, the child tax credit was $2,000 for every child you were claiming as a dependent. And this year it's going up to almost $3,600. So that's a big difference. You could see that money back when you file in 2021. Also, there's a child and dependent care tax credit, where if you are caring for children and paying for that out of your pocket, you could be getting a tax credit for that. Last year for 2020, it was 35% that you would get back, up to $3,000. The big change for 2021 is now it's 50%, up to $8,000. So that could also make a big difference for families in 2021.
Yeah, those are some good changes. Lisa, thanks so much. I always appreciate your time.
Thanks, Kendall.
And you can get more financial tips by visiting lisachastain.com.